Hey, thank you so much for joining me for the Sunday sermon. Now, I'm on the road in Philadelphia in a hotel, have an event tomorrow. But I want to pop in. This week has really been heavy on my spirit, dealing with relationships, dealing with casual sex, dealing with these grown folks' issues, these grown folks' concerns that we have when it comes to lying down with another human. And there was a lot of debate. There was a lot of people who said that they feel like it's okay and that there is such a thing as casual sex and that you can lie down with someone and have no emotional attachment, that you can lie down and get up the same and everything's fine, and that you can do that with who you want to. Some would say, oh, it's not a random person. Some would say, oh, this is a friend. Some would say it's friends with benefits. And I really, when it comes to this, having lived that lifestyle and knowing the pain and the repercussions and how grave of a mistake it is, I have a very strong feeling towards it, a righteous indignation almost. I did a Instagram live that, I didn't get to save. It was too much to save. I posted maybe 15 minutes of it on my Facebook page. You can check it out. And I was really, riled up. And I was reading, thinking about this week's sermon, and I read First Corinthians, I believe it was the 6th chapter and the 18th verse. And it says to flee from all sexual immorality, because every other sin is outside of the body. But sex sin is not only against God, but against your own body. And that is so important, it's so real to realize that when you lie down with someone, you do not get up the same. Don't get caught up in society and everything that's being pushed on us by the music, by the celebrities, by the TV shows, all of this messages, this messaging that we are receiving that is saying that, hey, it's okay to have threesomes and foursomes, and it's okay to be friends with benefits, and it's okay to be sexually free and be with who you want to be with. And don't feel ashamed about the number of partners that you've had. And don't worry about that. Just, you can be free. And it's all a trick of the enemy. And really think about it. Really sit down and think about it to yourself and really ask yourself, do you honestly feel the same when you lie down with someone? Do you really believe that there are no feelings being conjured up, that there is no type of chemistry or soul tie? You feel it on you. You feel like an extra weight. It's like another spirit hanging on your spirit. You may have dreams about it. You may have visions about it. Whether it was pleasurable or whether it was a bad experience, you still replay it in your mind. It sticks with you. It holds on to you. If you try to move on from that, when you move on from that for a while, it may replay in your mind. You may be comparing one partner to another partner. You may leave this friends with benefits or this relationship that was involving sex outside of marriage. You may leave that and go into a relationship that could be healthy, but yet you have this, this bear on your back. You have this on your spirit. It's still weighing on you. Then there are comparisons in your mind. It's all going to hinder you. And the thing about it is, you take a piece of every person you sleep with, and they take a piece of you. And for those of us who have had experience in this, once you've gone through it, and then once you come out on the other side and you find love and you come into love and you're trying to love, you have a lot of regrets. And you wish that you would have kept your body. You wish that you would have been more selfish about your body and giving yourself away. You wish that you would have understood soul ties and these spiritual connections through sex. And you really start to think about it. So don't get caught up. And see, the thing about it is we get in a place to where we want to lie to ourselves because it's comfortable. It's comfortable, and we want that pleasure. We want that companionship. We want to be with someone because if it didn't mean anything, if it was meaningless, if you had all the power and all the control and you can control your energy and sex didn't mean anything, then you wouldn't need it. You wouldn't need to be with someone. It wouldn't even be a thought. If you really didn't want love and you really want to be single, then why would you even want to connect with another human being? Why do you even need to bring your bodies together for a few moments of pleasure? But that is because as humans, we desire companionship. We desire human connection. We desire relationships. So the very act of having sex is a testament that you need another human in your life. But if you are truly in a season where you have complete control over your mind, body, and spirit, then you can be single and abstinent and you can focus on the things of God if you are a believer and your purpose, or you can focus on your career, your mind, your body, your spirit, developing and creating, and you don't need to lie down with anyone. So don't be tricked into thinking that it's okay to fall into sex sin while you are unmarried. Don't get in that space to where you feel like that because this is normal, because men want it, because women want it, because everybody's doing it, I have to do it. Know that if you personally have the strength to abstain while you are single, then you have every right and you should, because it produces more clarity, more wisdom, more knowledge, more understanding, more focus. With all of those things in the mix, you become more successful, you become more productive. But if you give into it and you start to lie down with someone and you go into this relationship where even if it's what you call friends with benefits, or if it's a real relationship and sex is involved, but marriage is not involved, now you usher yourself into a stagnant state of living because you are giving the rewards and the benefits of marriage without having that covenant and commitment. So you end up prolonging love, true and real and healthy love, from coming into your life because now you've put the cart before the horse. So I want you to think about this and be honest with yourself, and don't allow anyone, society, your friends, family, the person you're dating or dealing with, your boyfriend or girlfriend, fiance, don't allow anyone to force you or coerce you into a life of sex outside of marriage if you are not comfortable with that. And know that if you do make that choice, whatever you tell yourself, no matter if you're saying, this is my choice, I can do what I want, you are right. But there are still repercussions. There is still a spiritual soul tie being formed. And if the relationship is toxic, then it is a toxic tie being formed. Be not confused, be not deceived. When you are in sexual sin or sexual immorality, you are sinning against your own body as well as God. It is Tony Gaskins. Thank you so much for tuning in. Catch me next Sunday, another Sunday sermon. Join me on IG, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're seeing this. Make sure you hit the like button or subscribe button. Share it with friends and family. God bless you. We'll talk soon.